Earlier on, we talked with Bob Hope a couple of weeks ago, and Bob Hope was an immigrant to this country from England, and he reflected on what it was like to come to America. His thoughts today. Tell us a little bit. You are an immigrant from England. Tell us a little about your arrival, your experience as an immigrant to this country.
Well, I don't remember much about that. I was 4 years old, and you know, we moved to Cleveland. My father was a stonemason, and he left a year before and built a church in Cleveland called the Euclid Avenue Presbyterian Church, and then sent for us because my uncle had a plumbing business in Cleveland, and he sort of, you know, talked him into coming over. And we went over there, and we saw the church, and we liked it so much, we changed from Episcopalian to Presbyterian because we wanted to go to that church, and we lived 2 blocks away. So that was it.
You're glad you came, I trust.
You're right, right. And I never realized what the Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty meant at all until, you know, I started to grow up a little and started to realize what it meant to people.
Well, on this very special occasion, you're known as being quite a patriotic fellow. I mean, you even were criticized, we recall, during the Vietnam War. People said you're too patriotic. Can you, a person be too patriotic?
It was a mixed-up thing, you know. The Vietnam War was such a controversial thing. And after we lost the Tet Offensive, everybody started to say, the papers would come out and say, get out of Vietnam. But those kids were still over there.
They had no choice.
They had no choice. They were stuck. And all I did was get letters from their parents and everything and say, thank you very much. And the Defense Department said, will you go again? I said, you know I'll go again. And we went for 9 straight years, and who cares what anybody says about it? We know what we're doing, and I like what we're doing.
And you're still doing it, performing for servicemen.
And these Vietnam veterans, you know, they went through hell over there. It was really something, because they wouldn't let them fight. And they were patsies. They were standing around getting blown up by landmines. And we saw all that in the hospitals and everything. And when they had the Kennedy honors, I was sitting up there. Did you see that show? And they brought all those people on the stage saying thanks for the memory to me.
That was moving.
And I was trying to duck from crying, you know.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. Whether it was tough to choke back the tears.
Flick away the things, but no, they had that camera plastered on me, you know, and there was no way I could duck.
Well, I would think to this day, a lot of American servicemen still around the world do, indeed, thank you for the memories. You meant a lot to them, didn't they?
Well, we had something going there, I'll tell you.
Those two.
You know, Bob Hope, of course, was a Medal of Liberty winner, and he was the only one, I'm told, who got a unanimous vote from all 200 people on the selection committee.
Wouldn't you know it, too, and a well-deserved one, too. And